You wanted it yourself. Nah, that, this. Look, any situation is neutral. What's the point of getting the effect? Yes. If you define it as stupidity, yes, as you made a mistake, then you will get the effect of mistakes from this situation. That is, you are here. You should, but let's say, not be afraid, but be happy. Because this situation, yes, what you have done, has shown you the limiting belief that you have. You see, it's shown on you what you were hiding from yourself. The first point, why did you do it? You see, you should know that there is no such thing that you can be disconnected from your superconsciousness. Your belief that you are disconnected from your higher mind, that you are disconnected from your superconsciousness, from your supersoul, yes, creates the illusion of separating it. But this is not a real separation, it is an illusion of separation. And in order for you not to have this illusion, you just need to stop trusting the belief that tells you that you are not connected to yourself. In other words, there is no such thing as a lack of faith. Yes, there is a belief in a flaw. Look, this is what I see here, right? That is, the lack of energy. You show yourself your beliefs. You have in your subconscious what I see. There are certain beliefs that you are striving for your goal, for your dream, yes. But you have limiting beliefs that tell you you can improve. A certain uncertainty. Look, yes, that you may not have the strength, yes, to do what you want to do. You are not trying to exclude and think that he is somehow reacting incorrectly. I am a more enlightened person, more spiritually developed, but he is not in the process. You shouldn't have such ideas, right? Look, this is the moment here. You have to realize that the universe is essentially an indifferent machine. Yes, she never checks you on anything. Yes. It is impossible to gather, which you are not. The universe is literally like a mirror. If you look in the mirror and smile, the only thing the universe will reflect back to you is your smile. You have to realize that your vibrations are being lowered by your beliefs. When you allow all your limiting beliefs to surface, to the forefront of your consciousness, and redefine them, yes, so that they become your own meaningless. This is how you allow your vibrations to rise. This is the increase in vibration, being in these densities, in these gradations. Yes, as a physical body, you will always have vibrations in the state of an ordinary person there. Yes, on average, yes, from 60 to 140,000 vibrations per second. Yes, because this is the third density, with a big transition to the fourth density. There is already going from 200,000 vibrations per second. This is the frequency in which it is preserved in order to stay at the level of physical reality. Yes, accordingly, you should understand that you always have an ideal vibration. That is, there is no desire for you to strive for some infinite vibrations, because in your state of singularity, you are already present in a state of an infinite level of vibration. But in the state of singularity, you cannot perceive physical reality. In order to perceive physical reality, you need to lower your vibrations. Do you understand? That is, you should not have. You should have a clearer and clearer definition of what vibration enhancement is. You have to have vibrations at a level where you allow yourself to do what you want to do, exactly when you want to do it. And accordingly, if you want to perceive physical reality and interact in this physical reality, then you must have those vibrations that will allow you to be in these vibrations. Do you understand? Therefore, it makes no sense for you to worry at the level of your vibration and strive for some numbers, yes, to increase vibrations. That is, in this regard, you need to work simply with limiting attitudes, beliefs that do not allow you to do what you want to do. But if you realize that everything happens at one moment, at the moment, there is nothing you can do about it. There is no point in worrying about it. And also, even if you perceive a bad situation, you immediately turn on. Any situation is neutral. What's the point of getting coffee? There are no inherently bad situations from which you can only get the bad. This doesn't happen. It is always neutral. The way the other person reacts to you, the way he treats you, he just shows you what you believe in. It shows you an alternative to your farm system. If you decide you really want to go the ways of raising your vibrations to a rather negligible density, then there is no point in avoiding what you do not prefer. You don't need to descend to the level of other creatures. Regardless, your support is really a manifestation of unconditional love. This is to accept any choice that was not made. If they choose a reality where there is no one to help, then you have to realize that this is their choice. Your attitude towards them will not change, no matter how they start treating you. If you really show unconditional love, because there is a fundamental love of one such format, that's for sure. Love means that you always, regardless of your choice, have unconditional support. This is what it is. If you love them, then you support the love of choice they make. Business. The point here is that you think that you will change the external, yes, and it will change your present. That's the energy, the one that you are. You must realize that in order to change externally, internally, your condition has changed. You do not need to do anything physically literally, because the first law of existence, what exists, has existed, exists, and will always exist. The personality that is, with these limitations that are, you have to realize that it is impossible to change it. Nothing can be done with it, because it exists. All you have to do is switch from that personality to the one you prefer. You don't need to do a lot of work for this. You see, the main idea here is that you just need to let go of this reality and move into the one you want. You are in a certain reality where there is not something that you wanted, and you are trying to create it in this reality. You have to realize that it is impossible. If there is something missing in this reality, then it will never appear in this reality. Because if there was something in this reality, it would already be here. You didn't have to worry about it. In other words, you have to allow yourself to disconnect with this. Yes, with the karmic connection that you create. But money can also allow you to feel the limitations. Credit, for example. It's also money, but this money will allow you to feel the limitations that exist. Money, they are as neutral in their state as any situation circumstances. Money can both solve problems and create them. And very often, the more money, the more problems. And although it seems that the opposite is true, so everyone has their place, but in getting something, what do you want to get, right? You have to be open to everything as it may come to you. And if you have this moment that you need to earn something or earn something, then you close and open only that door. When what can be defined as abundance can only come to you through money. But if this path is not the path of least resistance, then you will be waiting for this abundance for a very long time. If you get something, you have to realize that you got it for one reason, because you deserved it. Because in order to earn something, you just need to become that vibration. Yes, the reflection that you are. And it just shows you what kind of vibration you can be. Because when you move at higher speeds, you exclude the process of getting some experience through this process. In other words, in order to master some sciences, you need to go somewhere, study for a very long time, and then you will become a specialist. But if you realize that you are a part of the superconsciousness, then you, as a part of the superconsciousness, already have countless incarnations in which this learning process has been completed, and you can just afford to take the experience that you have without going through this training. You see, it will be deserved. When you follow the path of expansion, unification, you know that you and the person who did this work, for which you received the laurel, are one being. This is one consciousness. Do you understand? If you work and do something with your right hand, as you are right-handed, type, write something. You think so. Here's my right hand, well done, but the left one is still idle. Yes, you don't divide yourself like that, do you? You're not going to do anything today. Here I will anoint you with cream. Right hand, you are well done, you deserve it, you. And the left one, no, there's something wrong with you. Yes, you didn't prove yourself, so rest up. If you walk dirty, I won't even wash you. You don't treat yourself like that. Therefore, you must also learn to relate to everything that is. Yes, that you are a part of everything that is. When you, because this is unification and expansion, you, as fragments of one superconsciousness, gradually unite. And if someone deserves something, then you deserve it. If you deserve it, then everyone else deserves it too, because you are one consciousness, in your state with regularity, in a state of unification. But when you divide yourself, you just need to know that if you think that you don't deserve it, then you are following the path of separation compression. That's not bad. It's just a completely different reality, that you are exploring yourself, but in a state of separation and compression. Accordingly, you will continue to fall into those situations where you will feel this separation and compression. This will not be the path of least resistance, but you have to realize that this is your choice. You should not devalue it. Think that the third density of separation compression is somehow not very good. Yes, something bad, then something is not spiritual development, right? And here is the fourth density, where there is blah blah vlad, that's already yes, this is something grandiose. Here, this can be caressed and leave it there. But this is not even worth paying attention to. No. In other words, you should feel this integrity as a single organism. And when you feel wholeness, accordingly, you will begin to fall into that reality where you are one family, where you have no enmity with anyone, and you do not conflict with anyone, where no one can harm each other, because they know that they are not part of the one, the body. To cause pain or evil to each other is like taking your finger, starting to bite or gnaw it. Why do this? You feel that pain, don't you? It's part of a single organism. It's the same on the way back. If someone did the right hand, but she deserves it right, and the left one doesn't deserve it. But when the right hand does something, roughly speaking, thanks, then the head in general. And no one pays attention to the fact that it was done by hands. Oh, what a clever head. And what does the head have to do with it? The same hands did it. Yes, I cleaned up, right. Hands and feet worked, and thanks to the head, thanks to the physical mind. And he didn't do anything. He was flying in the clouds at all. You see, that is, you have to perceive yourself as a part of the whole. You deserve everything that you can justify by the fact of your existence. Nothing that you can do, or are doing, or will do, will make you better than you already are by the fact of your existence. Because, by the fact of your existence, you have already done it all. Here now, all realities exist. Just let yourself see what you've done. Yes, going down this path, it's analyzing, reviewing the work that you have done. This is your physical reality. This is your life. To contemplate what you have done, to contemplate what you have created.